once I see everything kind of kick on and show me that it's live. That's good. That's good. And, of course, this is good. All right. So we'll give it a few minutes. Just kind of hang out for, I don't know, like 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll get started and then do the draft. Should be pretty straightforward. I can't imagine a mock draft is too difficult to figure out at this point. What's up, Matt? Hey, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. What's up, Mike? What's up, Matt? Just watch when you can. You know how it goes. Ooh, my nose. Yeah. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. What's up, Kenny? Oh, man. What the fuck? I hate that feeling. Where do the Bears draft? They don't have a first-round pick this year, do they? Sorry, my nose is just bothering the shit out of me. What's up, Goat? So probably somewhere in the second. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back. My nose is bothering me. My shit's just bothering me. All right, good now. What's up, Bauer? Davis Mills is the Texans quarterback. What's up, HBF? What's up, Jacob? Thursday's going to be stressful for you. You need mental support because the Sixers are ripping me apart. Oh, man, I know. You guys are having a tough series against the Celtics, right? I don't think... Oh, yeah, you guys do pick. You guys do have a pick in the first round. It's just kind of far back. Byron Pringle. Yeah, he did some dumb shit. The Raptors. Oh, really? Oof. I don't really follow basketball, so, you know, I you know. Let's see. The Bears pick. No, they don't have a first round pick. Well, hold on. I guess your team's first pick is the 39th pick, which isn't too bad, but yeah, it is a weird draft, Bauer, because it's very hard to figure. Byron Pringle was like driving around with his kid in his lap and was like speeding, and I don't know. He was just doing kind of some reckless driving shit with his kid. Yeah, Cubs absolutely smoked the Pirates. What's up, Reptar? Like I said, we'll get started in like a few minutes here. We're just kind of hanging out, letting some people file in if they're going to show up. The Browns don't have a first-round pick. These are just the first picks of each team. They don't have every pick of the first round on there. At least your team. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I guess if you're a Raptors fan, you should be happy that you're that you have the fraud rookie of the year on your team. Yeah, me either, Reptar. I can't wait. Isn't it crazy that now they're giving away rookie of the year in the NBA based on win totals? On that logic, should not Darko have been rookie of the year in 2004 if it went off win-loss records? If that's how we're deciding rookie of the year now in the NBA, then 2004 should be decided, and Darko should be retroactive rookie of the year. He played on the team. He was the best rookie on the best team, right? The Pistons won the titles. So, I mean, clearly he should have been Rookie of the Year. It's not a top heavy, but anyone can go 4 from 20 midtown. Yeah, exactly. And even the top 5 picks potentially of the draft are all wildly varied. You could see a guy like Trayvon Walker. You could see Hutchinson. You could see Neal. You could see Icom. Like, I think this is one of the first times you've seen like a non-quarterback draft where you have multiple first-round picks. I don't know. Didn't Cade average more points per game? I don't know. Didn't Cade have better stats than Scotty on every single level though? And he was like double covered as a rookie. I don't know. I guess I'm maybe a little biased towards like Piston stuff, but it's like I don't know. That's pretty impressive to be the centerpiece of an offense as a rookie and still put up pretty good numbers. I don't know. It feels like that was weird. Yeah, 1 month hurt him, whereas like a bad, I don't know, 3 months for Scotty there did nothing to hurt him. I don't know. Media doesn't like to give Pistons players like awards like that for some reason. I think he's the first Pistons rookie to actually get any Rookie of the Year vote since like '95. So I don't know. Seems like the league just really doesn't like to give Pistons players like awards, especially like Rookie of the Year type awards. I don't know. I don't know why that is. Yeah, they always and like they seems like they have a pretty solid team. Man, my nose is bothersome. I seen a tweet about that HBF, where Derek Carr said, "Hell no." So it sounds like that's not actually going to be happening. I don't know. It sounds like something like somehow it leaked out that the Packers maybe called about the possibility of acquiring the guy, and then they went, yeah, not. The Raiders went, nah, we're probably not trading him. I mean, yeah, it'd be a good move. It'd be a good pickup if you guys got him, but it seems kind of random, kind of like a maybe like a call that a team makes just to kind of see what the available players are looking like. Man, why the fuck, dude? So we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. I thought Waller would have been included in that. I'll be right back, guys. 1 sec. All right. Man, ugh. Had to blow my nose really bad there. Should be good now. Tunyon is coming off injury, and it will give us more flexibility. Yeah, 2 tight ends is always the way to go. Uh, yeah, it does seem like a random thing, though. Packers would be just wait till Adams until they got Waller. Yeah, it was a weird thing. Like, why didn't they just... Yeah, I thought it would have been a trade for trade. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with the Waller situation. Maybe there's some smoke. Maybe there's not. I can't really tell. Those are two usually... Well, the Packers are usually pretty tight-lipped about the actions that they're taking, so it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, this seems kind of like an unlikely thing to happen. Unless, unless it's like the Raiders side leaked out, but... Yeah. Also, yeah, Josh McDaniels, as Mike was saying, wouldn't really want to trade away a tight end like that when he runs a 2 tight end offense. What round am I going to this weekend? I'm not going to any of the rounds of the NFL draft. Yeah, I'm not going all the way to the draft. That's a pretty far trip. You mean live stream? What? I only do the first round of the draft like every other year. I don't do the other shitty like. If you're asking what rounds I'm gonna stream, just the first one. The rest of the draft you can kind of just follow on your own because I don't care to watch like a billion different like replays of the first round and then like on the bottom of the screen it comes across what the pick was. Like they usually, that's not very fun. Anyway, let's get started on the actual draft here. Hop up into the fun part of this reason we all are here to talk about football and yada yada. All right, enter draft. Oh, that looks really small. I can't barely even read that. Oh yeah, start draft. All right, there we go. All right, Jaguars are on the clock. No, we're not doing trades unless the trades have happened. Oh, that's pretty cool, Reptar. Yeah, unless the trades happen, yeah, we're not going to sit here and speculate on trades because that was really boring the last time. You heard Ekwonu? Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of Icom suddenly like rocketing up the board to be the number one pick. I've also heard of Trayvon Walker as the betting favorite to go number one. The other rounds of the draft are just for broadcast noise. Nobody cares. Yeah, exactly. You just kind of follow along on your own. But anyway, so we're seeing Icom. We're seeing Trayvon Walker suddenly be one of the favorites to go in this top pick, which would be hilarious. So what are we thinking here? Are they going to stick with the pick of Aiden Hutchinson? Are they going to shock everybody, go with like an Icom or a Walker? Now that, the draft is getting closer and, more of the rumblings and like the buzz of the draft is happening. The city of Detroit is certainly acting like they're going to be taking a certain Aiden Hutchinson if he's available at that pick. With the way that the various other sports teams around the city are behaving. So we'll see what the Jaguars do. Anybody got any pick selections here? Trayvon? You don't have to, and you can add to any pick that you think might happen for the number one. You don't have to be quiet till it's just your team. To the people not saying anything. Unless it's like super delayed for some reason for some of you, which I really wouldn't understand why it would be, but it could be. You say Trayvon here? All right. Well, yeah, okay, we'll go with that. I mean, no one else is going to say anything, so we'll just go with Walker here. Yeah, I doubt they go a corner here, Kenny. That would be a really bad pick. So I'm going to say nah. I highly doubt that, Matt. All right, well, you'll just get removed. Trayvon. Yeah, it's seeing a lot of people say Trayvon Walker here. Kenny, I'm not trying to be mean, but no one in the history of the draft would take corners. You'd have to literally have like Deion Sanders level corner to get drafted as the number one overall pick. And even then, that's a really big stretch to be like, yeah, I'm going to take a defensive back with the number one pick. To be like, well, why? Yeah, that's never going to happen. Not trying to be mean at all, Kenny, but like that would be one of the most shocking things I've ever seen in my life. Be like, wow, I didn't know one of these guys were thought of so highly. But we can go Walker here then. Again, it could happen. Again, if you have like Deion Sanders in the second coming. But, phew. All right, we can go with, wow, man, they have him fucking far down on this. Sheesh. Anyone have any thing against this pick? It seems like no one really cares about the Jaguars, so we'll just take the pick. All right, Trayvon Walker to the Jaguars. We'll go with the betting favorite, the overall odds favorite to go 1. Cornerback Alier Khair Alam if he's available. Yeah, I would imagine so. I don't think he's going to be available there, though. We'll see. Your reception is bad. Oh, it's raining. Hutch, easy. That's what I'm thinking. It seems like the Lions have even kind of like tipped their hand that if he's available at 2, they're taking him, which isn't a bad pick. It's easily one of the better one. The Patriots, yeah, I think the Patriots are very high on Khair Alam. That's why I think, I don't know, it depends on how things go, but if they go backwards, it's Elam, but if they go forward, it's somebody else. Anybody have anyone else against Hutchinson? I mean, you can make a number of moves here for the Lions. You could be like, well, I think they might go Willis. They might go, they might shock everybody and go Stingley. Because there is a lot of chatter of the Lions using this pick on a secondary player. You know, for a while it was rumored that they'd be very interested in Kyle Hamilton, but then they kind of made a few moves that dispelled safety need. I don't know. I mean, you could make the argument they could use Stingley, but that'd be more of a trade back to maybe like 5 or 6. Yeah, I think Willis is a smokescreen as well. Yeah, I mean, you can just take one of those guys later, even with your other first-round pick, if you really want them to go quarterback. Yeah, I don't think they're too interested in Willis. I think he's a good young quarterback, and he might work for another team, but the Lions they're not really in the position to do that right away. Plus, they have Goff, who kind of played pretty good at the end of last year. So I'm thinking something on the defense here. And it looks like Hutchinson might be the guy. If you're a Lions fan, you can speak up and just take the pick. I mean, you can kind of just dominate this decision here. Malik Willis is that old, really? Eesh. That's good to know. Did you know the reason people clown on Mac Jones is because he's 37 years old? He just looks really young. Isn't that crazy? All right, we'll just go with Aiden Hutchinson here because it's a pretty quiet chat right now. So, all right. All right, Houston Texans are now on the clock, and it's always hilarious to see the slab of every position needed selected for these Houston Texans. So we got to figure, you can't really go wrong here. They could take anything best available. They could go offensive line. They could go defensive line. I'm thinking with this first pick, we're looking at like an offensive line type selection here. Yeah, it looks like we're also kind of all on the same page on that one. And it looks like Icom is kind of slid up the board on Neal, as has like Charles Cross and a couple other guys. We thinking Icom at this pick? Yeah, I don't think they'd take Stingley at 3. The Jets could, but at 4. You agree? Offensive line here, Icom and Tunsil would be a solid. Yeah, I think we're all kind of on agreement that there. Yeah, I like Neal too, but I think this guy's got a little bit more hype right now. Oh, Icom. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll draft him. All right. Now we're to the Jets. They need wide receivers, linebackers, and corners. You got to remember with the Jets, they do have the 10th pick in the draft as well, so they don't need to go with like a receiver at this pick necessarily. Right? We can wait to do that at 10. Stingley, I mean, you can maybe say offensive lineman. You can say Sauce. Sauce fits more of what the Jets are, which is kind of like that flat. Like it fits perfectly. Oh, I see an Evan Neal to the Jets. What's up, Preston? They already said that he will probably Sauce. Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think I remember them basically saying if he's there, they're taking him. I mean, it's the move you got to make with the way that the AFC is being built up, especially to counter some of the moves that the Dolphins made in the offseason. All right. No offense, Matt, but we got to go with probably more of the consensus pick that they've also kind of openly kind of tipped on. They do, really. That's something to think about at least. Because it doesn't look like the Jets are going to be getting one of these receivers. I mean, unless the Jets do pick up Debo Samuel, this could change with what they do. But like with the 10 pick, but right now it's probably he's the Jair Alexander of the draft. Yeah, you don't really want to pass up a really good corner. All right, now up is the Panthers. They're kind of an interesting team to look at. A lot of people have them going offensive line. You could have them going quarterback here. I mean, Malik Willis is now here. They really like Charles Cross. You could argue they could use Derek Stingley at this pick. You're thinking Evan Neal, another quarterback. You thinking they go offensive line and actually do the smart pick, or do you think that they go? Would they go crossover Neal? HBF, just wondering, just on the off chance here. If they were to pick offensive linemen, aren't they really, really high on Charles Cross? I'm seeing a lot of people say quarterback, at least a couple people anyway. I mean, Malik Willis would be the move if they were to take a quarterback here. What's up, Ben? You haven't missed much. We had the Jaguars go with Walker. The Lions went Hutchinson. The Texans went Icum. Jets went Gardner. Now we're to the Giants. Maybe corner. They did trade for Gilly. They might. Yeah, they could go with Stingley here. Yeah, it's hard to figure out but what the Giants are going to do. Oh, we're not at the Panthers. We're at the Giants. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong team. We're on the Giants right now. Yeah, Evan Neal's probably the right move. Yeah, I actually I agree with Evan Neal. I'm completely looking. I was like ahead of myself. I'm glad you said there are the Giants. Yeah. Yeah, we're on the wrong team, everybody. We're looking at the Panthers and talking about the Panthers. So yeah, probably Evan Neal, right? This is kind of a Giants type move. Plus, they're gonna probably want to build up that offensive line. That's kind of horse shit, and yeah, we'll just go Evan Neal. That's my bad. You guys are right on that one. Yeah, you're right. That's actually in 100% in my head. That's the move I have too. If he's available there for them. All right, now we're to the Panthers. Here we go. Now we're to the team I was talking about. Just an FYI, Texans pick isn't wrong, but Texans head coach did express interest in drafting a cornerback, and NFL outlet saying Stingley might go top 3. That is a possibility, Ven. Per this draft, he could still get a top corner with very little effort here. Yeah, I get you. It's a new GM. They aren't going to take someone risky and piss off the fans. Fair enough. So what are we thinking the Panthers do here? There's a lot of moves that they can make. Yeah, it's either this is the one where it's quarterback or Cross because they really like Cross as their left tackle. Yeah, and it's Cross if they do go offensive line. Pickett, Willis, Cross. That's kind of your order. Man, imagine Kenny Pickett slides into the top 5 or top 10. Does anybody have a strong opinion on this pick? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I mean. They kind of leaked that I mean, it kind of seems like they're going to go Cross based on the kind of noise that they were making. Like they might kind of just not take a quarterback this year. Which, I mean, hey, to be fair, that's probably the right move. Just kind of go with the shitty quarterback and build an offensive line. We'll just pick again next year. We might get Stroud. It's like, All right, we'll go Cross here. Yeah, and they aren't trading for Baker either, so I think they're going Cross. Yeah, I did see that rumor too that the Panthers probably will trade down. The Panthers pick is probably for sale. So somebody could buy it. All right. Now we're back to the Giants. We got their offensive line pick out of the way. Now what do you think they do with this other one here? They could go Stingley. They could go Thibodeau, which is probably what they do. They could go Kyle Hamilton, Thibodeau. This draft, from what people are saying, a lot of teams are going to be up and down. Yeah, I heard a lot of trade backs are going to happen. So if your team doesn't necessarily have a first-round pick, don't fret. You might be able to trade in. Willing to take a trade down at 7, but if not, I think Kyle. We're not doing any trade downs, so. Yeah, we're not doing any trades unless the trades happen. So everyone's like, we'll trade down. It's like, well, we're not doing that. We said that at the beginning. We're not going to do any trades. Just because it's like it complicates things and gets kind of boring because people get quiet about the trade. They're just like, do a trade down. Well, with who? Do a trade down. It's like, well, with who? I have no answer. A couple people say Thibodeau here. I don't know, maybe a couple, like 2 or 3 in the first round. Oh, yeah. If they don't, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah. Hamilton is very real, but I mean, so would Stingley be more real here, I would say. If you see him going secondary and Stingley sitting here at 7, I would imagine he's the pick, but I don't know. But it could be Hamilton. But again, I kind of agree with HBF. It seems like Hamilton's not going top 10. But again, the Giants don't necessarily need defensive backs. They're kind of loaded at that part. Kayvon for sure. Yeah, they need edge rushers in New York. They still they kind of still are loaded at the corner position. So I don't know right now. Like based on what they have right now, they don't really have edge rushers, do they? I don't really. Their D line is pretty bad if I recall. We have an offensive line already, so I mean we could probably go with safely go with Thibodeau here. Give the Giants kind of a W draft. Let's go here. We'll just go with him. All right, now we're to the Falcons. This one's an interesting one. What do you think we're gonna do here? Yeah, the projection for a lot of these guys is someone made a good statement, I think Bauer did. Picks 4 through 20 are basically all up for grabs. You could make an argument for anybody from 4 through 20 going to whatever team you put them on. And it's like a solid argument that that's where they could go, and it's not like a reach. It's a very interesting draft for that because it's like outside of, again, like 5 guys, it's very everything else is up for grabs. Really, it's just 4 picks. And inside of those 4 or 5 picks, it's even very varied about how those 4 or 5 guys are going to go in the draft. It's one of the most interesting things where it's like, all right, pencil him as the number 1. Yeah, exactly. It might even be a shot guy goes number 1. We have no idea with what's going to happen. Teams could trade out. The Lions could give up the 2 pick to a top team, and all of a sudden it's just like, what is going on? Wide receiver, you're thinking Wilson or Williams. I see Garrett Wilson. So we got 2 for Garrett Wilson right now for the Falcons. Would it be crazy if I said, what if the Falcons go Malik Willis here? Their biggest need is quarterback, but again, wide receiver. Yeah, it looks like everyone's thinking wide receiver. Wait till you guys see my fantasy thing. My personal pick would be Willis to the Falcons, but I mean, we can go with we're gonna go with your guys' tackle picks or wide receivers. But like where I'm thinking, if he's sitting at number 7 or 8, the Packers are just gonna take it. Falcons go with Willis. I like quarterback. I think they're just weirdos and do the opposite. I actually have that feeling they might actually fuck up and just not take the pick. Cause like Willis to the Falcons feels like a glove on a hand, like a real nice leather glove that you had custom like formed to your hand, and it just you put it on for the first time, it just slides right on. You're just like, oh, that feels right, doesn't it? It just you're just like, oh no, that just looks right. That even feels right. But hey, I don't know. We could go with the wide receiver. I mean, we could go with the Willis pick. I'm completely fine with doing that here. It's up to everybody here. That's what I mean. It's so weird with this draft. Everything makes sense because Wilson makes sense here. Williams makes sense here. We could go with Garrett Wilson just because it is the most, it's kind of where we were all leaning at first. Well, we can go with Willis too. We could have Willis be the first quarterback taken here. And kind of put the wide receiver fun in the hand of the Jets for the first pick. Remember, this is all just for fun anyway. The draft party is going to be pretty fun. Hopefully people tune in. We're going to go Wilson. All right, okay, so we got 1-1 for in terms of picks. What do we got? What are we doing here? What's everyone's final thought on this one, if you have one? We got 2 versus 1. Willis is going to probably wind up winning out just because people are like, yeah, that does feel right. But so does Wilson. You really couldn't go wrong. Yeah, I got you guys. It's 2-1 right now. I'll add my vote in after if it's even necessary. All right, 2-2, or 3-1 right now. Sheesh. All right, well, it's looking like it's gonna wind up being Willis here, HBF. It's no disrespect or anything like that. It's just it's always gonna be the majority rule with these kind of everybody kind of doing the picks. Yeah, the Jets probably will trade back. Like that's what I mean, Ven. Like it's probably they probably want to give that pick away for Debo. Yeah, but signing Mariota with the quarterback where you need to develop like Wilson or Wilson won't go in the next 5 probably anyway. Yeah, Wilson's going in the next 2 picks anyway. Yeah, exactly. We just want to go Willis here. I mean, Willis is going to be the move, I think. Where's his goofy ass at? Sheesh. The quarterbacks are down far in this draft. We're just going to do it. We're just going to rip the Band-Aid off and do it. It's no disrespect to HBF, but it's kind of a majority. I think 100% the Jets are going to wind up going receiver here, Ven, but we'll see when we get there. We're on the Seahawks here. What do we think they do? You can make an argument they need everything, so I don't know what Seattle would do here. I personally would have them trade back, but we're not doing trades. Stingley, quarterback. That'd be too much of a reach in this first round. Take quarterback. Stingley? Yeah, that does feel right, doesn't it? Especially out west. Oh, or the trade back? Yeah, I'd have him. It's just the easiest trade back call. Tackle is their top need, it says. So, I mean, if there's a tackle available that they could grab here, there's Rainman or I don't know. Yeah, I mean they'll probably go with the corner pick, knowing Seattle. Like we kind of know how they do things. But they go. But Raymond feels like way too big of a reach at this, like at number 9. It'd be cool to see him go that high, but like, would they reach that far? Oh yeah, it does look like tight end. Yeah, it does look like they need to draft a Ted. Like who? Quarterback, a guy named Ted, and corner is their biggest needs. That's what'll fix the Seahawks. Ted who? Just any fella named Ted. What position? Doesn't matter. I mean, Stingley's about to fall out of the top 10. Should we just put him on the Seahawks? Just because they're kind of a trash organization. Well, they desperately need secondary help in Seattle. They do, Matt. They do. Oh, I know he's a good prospect, HBF, but like, it just feels like kind of a reach at 9. You know what I mean? Especially when there's guys like guys like Stingley who are just kind of like potential, just kind of fits what Seattle is. All right, what do we think with the Jets? I'll add less opinion on the Jets pick here. Actually, no, I won't. There's Garrett. I mean, I'm thinking receiver, but I mean, it could be anything. We're going to go with the idea that they didn't trade for anybody and they still have this 10 pick. And to me, it seems like they're going to be hard on a receiver because, I mean, they've been in on every single receiver that has been rumored to be traded. The Jets have crackheadedly offered their 10th pick for them. London. Yeah, London would fit, but would Garrett Wilson be more of that? That's all I mean, Ven. That's all I mean. It just feels like since they've been like every single trade offer, they've been like crackheadedly being like, here's our 10th pick. Like every chance they can get, and every team's just like, nah. That's so disrespectful, by the way, for the poor Jets. Nobody's trading them that 10th for the 10th pick. They're like, yeah, we're good. A lot of mocks have London. That would make sense. Davis has been meh. Crowder is gone, and they seem to not like Denzel Mims. Yeah, they don't like Denzel Mims at all. I mean, we can go London. I'm fine. Hey, let's put London on the Jets. You guys want to do that? That's hilarious. I'm fine with London. Yeah, me and Mike are fine with London. Oh yeah, Garrett Wilson's better, but it's the Jets, and they kind of fuck up sometimes. London? Yeah, I'm on the London train too. London. Yeah, they'll take London. He's a GOAT. I mean, HBF is right though that he is kind of like more in line in what they're doing with their offense actually. And he's not even a bad receiver. It'd just be hilarious for them to pass on Jameson Williams. All right, now we're to the Washington football team. Anybody got any idea at this one? They could go Rainman here because their offensive line is bad. They could go they need guards. They could go Zion. They could go I don't know. Yeah, just to do some corny ass marketing around the guy. Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me, Mike. What's up, Wade? So you're pinning in Hutchinson at number 2. He could play for Detroit for his hometown team. Yeah, I think it could happen. We'll see. That's what we decided on. I'm gonna have my personal mock draft out tomorrow morning, where it's all mine. Garrett Wilson or Olave. You think they go receiver? I don't think so. I don't think their problem is receiver. Don't they have Terry McLaurin and like they kind of have receiver problems right now? Your opinion, same thing too. Kyle Hamilton, they got rid of Landon Collins, so it's probably, yeah, that wouldn't be too crazy. I've seen a lot of people saying this would be where he would go. Kyle Hamilton. I don't think that's true. Didn't they just sign another receiver last offseason? Like, they have Scary Terry and that guy from Carolina, right? Like, I very remember them signing somebody. Curtis Samuel. Yeah, like, Curtis Samuel isn't even a bad receiver. Like, that doesn't, to me, scream like a situation where you take a third receiver in the first round. You know what I mean, HBF? Like, that's a deep enough receiver core where you could probably wait in this draft for a little while. Feels like an irresponsible type of pick. It'd be like, yeah, let's get another receiver. Like, what for what? Well, you think that's gonna fix your fucking anemic offense? Probably not. How about you get a receiver that actually, or a quarter, or like a lineman? I don't know. But it's not a position of need in a receiver class that's as deep as this. It'd be kind of a silly first round pick. I mean, like, what would be the point? It'd be like, unless they trade Terry McLaurin before the draft here or on the draft, which isn't crazy. I mean, I'm not like opposed to see that happens. McDuffie, yeah. I mean, yeah. You could say McDuffie goes here. Kyle Hamilton. I kind of lean more toward the McDuffie pick as well because of the corner thing. I mean, if Terry goes, yeah, they'll probably pick Williams or Olave or something here, or Williams, or Wilson rather. You think McDuffie? Yeah, that'd be a good pick for them. Yeah, I think they're gonna try to keep Terry. I mean, it all depends on how the contract shit goes. We got 2 for McDuffie, 2 for Hamilton. I'm kind of leaning McDuffie myself. Anybody else have any outside opinion to kind of break the tie here? We have 2 and 2. Might give HBF the dub here just because we've been giving a lot of dubs the other way. Yeah, exactly, Mike. It's just like Hamilton. I mean, I feel like they're like the same guy at the same position, but if you need a safety in this draft, there isn't really many safeties. Oh, yeah, it would be hilarious if they drafted Piquet. I'd be like, what a dumb fucking bunch of idiots. The Commanders would do that. But, yeah, we'll go with McDuffie here. I'm fine with it. We'll just move on. Washington's boring. Minnesota. Oh, goddamn Minnesota. What are they going to do? Hamilton here? I mean, they need a guard. I mean, they need O-line help. So, I mean, we could probably say Rainman. You could probably make the argument for Zion. You can make the argument for a number of people. But again, it's the motherfucking Minnesota Vikings. And if there's a really high-rated secondary guy available in the first right here, oh, yeah. Their owner cannot help himself over certain things, and this is one of those situations. They like seize up and like fully spurg out on these first round corners and safeties. Plus, they got to replace Gladney with something that isn't like a falling apart dinosaur like Patrick Peterson. As like their best secondary member because they cut Gladney way too soon. Yeah, by the way, Gladney was found not guilty of all that. Yeah, no, one guy they had that had any promise with Gladney got falsely accused of a whole bunch of shit, and they cut him. And yeah, they'll probably draft Hamilton to replace Harrison Smith. Kyler Gordon. Oh, well, maybe he'll go somewhere pretty high. Be like a sneak pick. Yeah, I like Kyle Hamilton to the Vikings. What did we do with them last time? All right, we had the Texans go with a somebody last time with a offensive tackle. What are we thinking here? Could they go Jamison Williams? and give Davis Mills a receiver other than Brandon Cooks to work with, because they literally only got Brandon Cooks. They might actually be in the receiver business here at this pick, because they literally only have Cooks. Like, that's it. And Davis Mills did pretty goddamn efficient work with just having one receiver. So, I mean, maybe get him two. See what happens. I mean, literally, it says every position. So, I mean, make your argument. I'm thinking receiver here just because it'd be a pretty crazy thing to pass up. Like a Jameson Williams type. And, like, the Texans are so lucky with wide receivers. They would just kind of they would just get Jameson Williams to fall into their lap. I think they also said they might have to. They kind of have to go with they have to go with first round picks. I mean, they have every option. They can go Williams, Wilson. Yeah, I mean one of them's going right now. I mean, they're gone. They're going to be drafted right here. One of them's going right here. I like that we just didn't assign like them to like early picks. I like that this draft's a little different. Yeah, Wilson's here. Oh, you're going Wilson? All right, there's a bunch more for Wilson. Are you fine with that, HBF and everybody, that we put Wilson here? Because they might actually go for a receiver who's more like immediately healthy. Because Cooks kind of fills that like deep threat role, I think, a little better. So they don't need to go get another fucking burn the pavement off the ground guy. Whereas I think Wilson can probably pencil in more of like the intermediate game. Yeah, I mean, you can't go. I mean, you're not going to go wrong with either fucking guy. So we'll just, where is he at? Where's Garrett? Why did he fall so far? Or did we already put Garrett Wilson on a team? Oh, there he is. Man needs a comb in that picture, though. Sheesh. All right, Ravens are up now. It says defensive line and corners is what they need. They could go Wyatt. They could go Jordan Davis. I don't know. Jordan Davis for sure. It seems like they've even kind of tilted that they might go that direction here. I've been seeing a lot of Ravens fans mocking up the Jordan Davis selection, by the way. Seems like they're all kind of going, oh, yeah, we kind of want Jordan Davis now. It's like, yeah, that's a pretty much a fucking Ravens style pick. You can make the argument around other ways. Karlaftis is the most pro-ready, but Jordan Davis has similar potential. Wyatt, I don't think Jordan Davis is as good a fit as Wyatt. Wyatt. Okay, so we see 2 for Wyatt now. And 1 for Jordan Davis. What do you think, Advent? Ben's just thinking about the Packers pick. You can't put Wyatt over Davis, so you're leaning on the Davis pick. So we have 2 and 2 right now. Okay. Yeah, I like the young age and hyper athleticism. All right, he's gonna go with Wyatt. All right, we'll move on. Yeah, I mean, it's either one, right? Like it's one of the craziest things where the top 20 picks, really, you could just kind of be like, yeah, I can see it going the other way. And look he's the 20th guy. Look at this, 20 and 17. Look at this. It's the craziest thing. All of these picks feel like you can interchange them and you probably have something right. It's like feels like there's no consensus pick. So at all in this draft, it's crazy. Like everyone last year, like the joke was that the Steelers were going to draft Najee Harris. And they did. Like it was just like a thing. Everyone's like, oh yeah, the Steelers are going to take Najee Harris. I didn't see one person in any mock draft not put the Steelers and Najee Harris together. It was just, and there's always usually like 8 teams where you're just like, oh, we know what they're going to do. We know what they're doing. We know what this team's doing. I can't name one. Except maybe the Jets take a receiver, but if they finally get their trade, they probably, they won't be doing that anymore. All right, we'll go with this pick here for the all right, Eagles are up, and this is the first of their second pick. So they're at linebacker and defensive backs. But they have seemed to be in the trade department for receivers, so they could be in the receiver market, based on the kind of the way they behave. Lamar and Olav and Lamar, that'd be pretty nice. But we'll see how Bateman looks with a full year of being healthy now. I think that'll make a big difference for the Ravens. The Eagles, yeah, I don't think so either. But I mean, Jamison Williams is sitting right there. It would be probably very hard for them to just be like, nah. Because, like, Rager sucks. And then they want to get rid of him. So I don't think they'd trade down here. But I get it, Ven. I get what you're saying, though. It's so hard to predict what the Eagles do because they draft horribly sometimes. They just make wild decisions. What are we thinking? Because they do have 2 picks, so they could go like Devin Lloyd with their second pick. Or, like one of those situations where this pick is this and the next pick is that. Because I don't see anybody stepping in and getting Devin Lloyd unless the Chargers snipe him. Because the Eagles are, honestly, one thing they do draft pretty well is the linebacker position. And if they need linebackers, they're probably going to go draft Devin Lloyd. But I don't think they need to use that pick right here to get him. Jordan Davis. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Yeah, to kind of. Fletcher Cox just retired, didn't he? I'm fine with that. Would they go Davis and then at the next pick pick up Devin Lloyd? That'd be a pretty fucking solid duo. I don't know. Oh, Cox is back on a 1 year. What do we think then? What are we thinking? HBF says Davis. I'm thinking Jamison Williams, but that's, I think the Eagles are kind of crackheads, so maybe they wouldn't do that. Davis for sure. Yeah, we'll go Jordan Davis because it seems like they kind of do center their defense around a defensive tackle thing. So we'll go Jordan Davis here. Their second pick is more interesting anyway. All right, the Saints are up now. They need quarterback and wide receiver. They're taking if Jamison Williams is really right here, does he still fall? If so, we can do that. We can just continually push him down the line for a few more teams. I'm fine with waiting on him. I don't know. I think they might go Paquette here. How about we just keep letting Davis fall for a few more picks, or Williams fall for like 5 more picks, you guys. Quit being haters. Quit trying to. Come on, man. There's some teams in the back that want to get this guy. He's really good. Now, there's no way that Jameson gets past these next few picks without getting drafted. My dream of getting him on the Patriots is almost impossible. Anyway, so what do we think of the Saints? I've seen Jamison Williams. I've seen wide receiver. Yeah, so it's Jamison here. Or would they take Paquette with their second pick at 19, where he's probably not going to get drafted by the Chargers or Eagles or But Jamison could be drafted by the Eagles or the Chargers. It's one of those, if they want to take a quarterback at 19, they probably are a lot safer than waiting here. Because no one's going to leapfrog him for goddamn Paquette. It would be one of those things where they could take Paquette at 19. Yeah. All right, we'll do that. We'll do kind of like that. God damn it. Maybe that means they'll trade Michael MT to the Patriots. And I'll be so happy. Do you know how happy I'd be if I woke up one day, by the way, and it just said Michael Thomas was traded to the, I'd be like, oh, fuck. We are going to throw so many motherfucking slants. This dude's going to have 800 receptions in 1 year. Could you imagine the unlimited potential of Michael Thomas in a Patriots offense? Be running 50-yard slants and shit like that. It'd be the most wild offense you've ever seen in your entire life, I think. The slant system kings with the slant system God himself. Anyway, now we're to the Chargers. I have no idea how these guys are going to draft. What does a team that has everything take? Offensive line? Probably. Like, what do we think? Rainham, Linderbaum, Rainman? Or whatever the fuck his name is. Rainman. They need a tackle, it says, and he's the best tackle left, so. Bernie. No, Linderbaum's a center. They don't need centers. They need tackles, it says, for the right side. So I would imagine Tyler Smith. Oh, you think Tyler Smith over Rain Man? All right. We can go with Tyler Smith. Is he a right tackle? And I guess he's more of a traditional right tackle, I'm going to guess, whereas Bernard's more of a left tackle traditionally. That's my guess is the issue. And they got Slater, so why the fuck would they need a left tackle? Yeah, we'll go. We can do that. Chargers can't stop the run. Yeah, that's true. But their biggest need is tackle, wide receiver, corner, which I agree with. But I don't think they've updated this since they got J.C. Jackson. All right. We all agreed on it was offensive line, so I just went with the first name. All right, what were we thinking the Eagles do now? We said they got Jordan Davis. Now what are they doing? Do we think they go Devin Lloyd here? Do they go? They kind of don't need offensive line. Like the Eagles are actually like a really well built team for no fucking reason. They did a really weirdly fast job of picking that team back up really quick. Lloyd, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. If anyone has any strong like aversion to that, let us know. But again, you when a draft is this deep at receiver, you kind of gotta take the limited positions. The linebacker position specifically is very thin at this class. So if you can get one of these top linebackers, probably jump on them if you need them. And I would say that's the Eagles' biggest need right now is some good linebackers. Their core is getting pretty old. So yeah, we'll just go with Devin Lloyd. He's a beast anyway. All right, Saints are up. Oh yeah, we already kind of said we're gonna go Paquette with this pick. Yeah, oh, and Lloyd's a great pick too. Where the hell is Paquette at? Oh, there he is. We just gonna go Paquette here and assume he's the guy. Man, my nose is so bothersome right now. Ish is so bad. Yeah. Is that the quarterback we think, or oh my gosh? No one else is really saying anything, HBF, so you're getting a lot of the picks here. All right. I don't want to spend time on some of these guys, on these teams, on their fifth picks. Yeah, I know. It's boring when a team has 8 picks in a row. It's like, Jesus Christ. All right. Let's see. Now it's the Steelers. I don't really have much of an idea. I'll be right back. I'm going to go deal with my nose. It's bothering me. All right. All right. Ooh. All righty. I guess everyone think of your thing for the Steelers because I'm gonna go grab a soda real fast. I guess for my thoughts here regarding the Pittsburgh Steelers is offensive tackle. They had like their entire offensive line retire in the last 2-3 years here. So I'm guessing that despite the needs of quarterback and all that, and like I get it, it's pretty bad. They're also a very smart franchise, and they probably understand that this crop of quarterbacks isn't exact like outside of like maybe Malik Willis. Like this isn't the draft class. So my guess is they go tackle here to rebuild their offensive line. So maybe Rain Man here. They could go Linderbaum. I mean, they could go any of the remaining linemen, and it really helps rebuild their offensive line. I don't know. I guess you're gonna see that's kind of my reasoning that you'll see in the it's a little preview of the way I'm gonna be picking for my pick for them. But again, there's other options. I mean, if you don't have any because they're kind of a boring team that isn't fun, you don't really have to give an opinion, I guess. Lewis Sign. You have them going with a safety. With Minka there? You go with quarterback? Who would they go with? Sam Howell? Be quite the reach. Matt Corral. Who I need names other than just positions. Zion Johnson. I mean, that's a possibility. Would they go with more defensive back help? They could. There's no consistency on this pick. All right. We're spending a lot of time on a pick people don't seem to give a shit about, so I'm just gonna kind of hot wire a pick. Sky Moore, that would be quite the reach. Is there a randomizer, right? Like it's just one of those. Do we not care that much about the Steelers pick? We'll just put a random dude on there. Okay. All right. The best team in the league, the New England Patriots, are up now. Oh, look at that. Chris Olave just sitting there. That's pretty crazy. I don't know how that always happens to work out on these drafts that the Patriots wind up with the top receiver. This time I didn't even influence this one. This one was just complete coincidence that there's a top receiver available. Now there is the opportunity that Nakobe Dean is selected here. Yeah, I know. Like it's crazy how me and you somehow always get the opportunity to get one of these top receivers. Is there anything else that'd make this more fun? I don't think so. Corner. Yeah, but like that'd be a trade back. If he didn't do, if he didn't, I wouldn't mind. Karlaftis or Jermaine Johnson. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to either one of those guys either because we do need edge rush. Do we want to do that then? Who you thinking, Jermaine Johnson or Karlaftis? Or would Nakobe Dean be more the move? Because Bill's been like obsessed with something in Georgia. And this could be what he's obsessed with, dude. You know how many people have convinced me or how many fucking things I've seen about Nakobe Dean to New England and how obsessed we are with Van, do you know how worried I am that if we actually do take Nakobe Dean, because I had like a 10-minute rant about Nakobe Dean, and then I went and watched him play, and I went, oh, fuck, he'd be a perfect Patriot. Holy shit. And now I see the Patriots have been around Georgia almost every chance they could get their hands on there, and I'm like, uh-oh. It's starting to look like we're taking Nakobe Dean or Booth or some situation. Jermaine Johnson is good. Mike, what are you thinking? Because I seen you say Jermaine Johnson, so. Yeah, I mean, he can diagnose. Nakobe Dean, yeah, I mean, this would be a steal kind of pick. Or Jermaine Johnson. You want Johnson? All right, we can go with Jermaine Johnson. This guy right here. Big guy from Florida State. Yeah, we're just doing the first round, Chicago, or Matt. He even looks like a monster in his profile picture. I'm fine with taking this guy. Anyone who looks terrifying in their profile, like in their draft picture, he looks like a large man. Like they could barely even fit him totally in the picture. They're like, we're out of room. What do you mean? We couldn't crop you in a way that looks right. Like the top of his head is cut off. Yeah, we're taking this big bitch, I think. Yeah, he's too big. He's a monster. Him and Barmore are going to eat people together, it looks like. We're going this way? What up, Kenny? Oh, you're back in just in time, Kenny. Now it's going to be fun to watch the Packers fans have this one. All right, we'll go with Jermaine Johnson. All right, Packers fans, have fun. You guys debate amongst yourselves. Let's see how long it takes for them to all sport out the name Chris Olave. Let's see how long it takes, and let's count. 1, 2. Oh, there's already 1, 3, 4. There's the other one. 4. Yeah, Burks is still there. I already know what. I'm just gonna go to wide receiver so you can see. Olave, Moore, Pickens, Burks, Tolbert, Dotson, Mechie, Watson, Phillips, Austin III, Gray. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. All right, well that's between you guys now. It does look like Burks fell quite a bit though, Ven, for what it's worth. You could go with Burks on your later pick if he's still available and take both of the receivers. Well, it's up to you guys. I mean, you guys could wind up taking both. You guys need receivers. Like, that's the funniest thing about the Packers. They could actually take both of them. It wouldn't be surprising at all to me if that's what the Packers decide to do here. All right, we'll give Ven the next one, the main. We'll give Ven the ball on the next pick as the main leader. We'll give our mans what he wants. There we go. You get the next one, Ven, with the lead pick. I already know how Ven's going. He's going to be like, well, this is the easiest one ever. I'm going to have to fucking influence nobody getting Burks. All right, let's see. Now we're to the Cardinals. They need guard, center, defensive line, corner. They need to replace Chandler Jones, too. They did just lose him. Do I think the Packers will get Waller? It'll be tough to get him. Yeah, but Linderbaum seems to be the move here. They need him, kind of. Matt, I kind of agree with that. They could use Linderbaum. They need to kind of protect little 5 foot tall Kyler Murray, little 4'1.5" Kyler Murray, little 3'1" tall Kyler Murray, little 1'8" tall Kyler Murray, little centimeter big Kyler Murray. He runs around. I seen a picture, like a real picture of Kyler where the football was bigger than he was. That was hilarious. I don't know how his little body was holding that big old football up. I was like, dang. Fucking strong little dude, though. What's funny is Kyler's like 5'10", so he's like normal sized dude. Anyway, yeah, we're all thinking Linderbaum here then. I mean, there's no real other move. It'd be kind of stupid if they just let him go. He's like, they need a guard and a center, and Linderbaum plays both. He's the top-rated guard and probably center in the draft, so it's an easy one. I don't know how he's both, but he is. All right, Cowboys are up. They could use a number of situations: offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, it says. So Nakobe Dean could be the move here. Hey, what's up, Adam? You're just popping on to say goodnight? Yeah, have a good night, man. Yeah, I'm sure you're excited. Your team's got multiple firsts this year. It'll be pretty fun for you guys. Cowboys probably could go edge here. They could go linebacker, especially if Nakobe Dean is sitting there. The Packers or Booth, they might jump in their seats to get a guy like that. Cowboys are an interesting team that will prioritize defense early in drafts if a player they think is really high rated is sitting there. So Karlaftis probably wouldn't be that far of a reach. But see, they also did just lose like 5 of their starting offensive linemen, so they might actually need offensive linemen. Yeah, you guys. I mean, Zion Johnson wouldn't be a bad pick. Trevor Penning would probably be the move here because they did just lose Lyle Collins, Connor Williams. Like they lost, I don't think they've really replaced Travis Fredericks effectively. Yeah, same here, Adam. I'm very excited. I mean, Penning could be the move. Yeah, I mean they lost bad. I mean, like their line is looking pretty thin right now. Has anybody got? I mean, they could go Zion as well. Who the hell is everybody? What's up, James? Oh, no shot, really. That'd be crazy, James. The Chiefs get the 12th pick and draft Jameson Williams. Oh, my God. That's why it'd be the total Cowboys move. But what do you think the Cowboys do then, HBF? What's your think? Because they do need offensive line. So, I mean, they could just go Zion, which would probably be a little bit of a safer pick. And it's their approximate pick value, so the average draft position has him at 26. A big Clitley. All right, we can go with this guy. We can go with a big Clitley. If KC gets Jameson Williams, it'd be like kill replacement kind of because he is fast, but yeah, nothing to replace him, Caden. I agree with that. But I mean, it'd be a good attempt to replace him. That would be an interesting trade though. And the Vikings would then get the 2 picks right here and here. These would become the Vikings picks. So we want to. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with your pick, dude, because you're the only one that's giving me a solid name here. So we'll go with Johnson's a good pick too, though. We'll go with what people say, though. My fucking shit is so fucking itchy. George Pickens. Okay. We could put him on one of the teams coming up if they need a receiver coming soon. What's your team, James? Just curious. We're going to go Arnold a bit to the Cowboys. Because I just don't really, we're spending too much time on the Cowboys. The Bills are up now. I don't really care who they get. No, Cowboys don't need a receiver at all. Bills would take Nakobe Dean. I mean, that's possible. Says they need defensive line help. So, I mean, yeah, it's possible. The Bills, the kicker, a punter. Let me go blow my nose really quick. It's bothering me. Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay, we already did your team, the Cardinals. Okay. All right, no one's going to take... we'll just go Sky Moore to the Bills. Does that work? It says they want a receiver. We'll just give them Sky Moore. Is everyone okay with that? No one really cares about the Bills, so we'll just give them another receiver from Western. Yay, nay, boo, woo. Yeah, let's go with this guy. What do we think the Titans are going to do here then? Says they need wide receiver, guard, corner, or center, edge. Man, my fucking nose is so itchy. Oh, we have the Cowboys taking Arnold Ibet-Kitei. So are you fine with them taking Karlaftis there, James? Because immediately I just seen a bunch of people saying edge rush. But now I'm seeing Dotson and someone saying receiver. So that's interesting. Jahan Dotson or Karlaftis. We'll go. We'll look at Dotson. I think that might actually be the move here. They could go Pickens though. Holy shit! Where the hell is this guy? Oh man, he's down quite a ways. Karlaftis. Titans could use wide receiver. Yeah, but I think you could wait into the second round and get a really good receiver. So I actually see the Karlaftis move happen. No, Dotson's really good. I can't believe he's down so far. I keep forgetting they picked up Robert Woods. They're 100% going Karlaftis. I think everybody always forgets that they have Robert Woods. It's just one of them weird things where it's like, oh yeah, they just picked up Robert Woods. They're 100% going Karlaftis. We do this every time we pick for the Titans where we're like, yeah, wide receivers. They just got Robert Woods. Why the hell would they draft in the first round? That'd be a wild pick. Yeah, and AJ's going to stay. Now the Buccaneers are up. They're a tough team to pick for. Says they need a guard. I would guess Zion. Yeah, that's true, Caden, but he'll probably be fine. But I think they said Woods is recovering really quickly. Like, he's expected to be good to go pretty soon here. There's always a couple ways you could respond to ACL stuff. Kind of like Odell didn't respond that well for whatever reason. Zion. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing guard. Because, that's what they need. I don't think they really replaced Alex Kappa, so it just seems like the move for them. When you're as good as them, they just kind of got to pick and choose what they exactly need. No, Odell hasn't been signed anywhere yet. I mean, you can make the argument they might look at, secondary. I think they lost... didn't they lose somebody? Yeah, I think we're all thinking Zion here. So it's the smart move for them. All right, Packers fans. Ven's taking the lead on this one. God damn it. Can they go ahead? Let me know. Let me guess. The double receivers for the Packers, which is just a hilarious draft move to do. Whitehead went to the Jets, but they have safety depth. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Whitehead. All right, yeah, they probably aren't too pressed about Whitehead. Well, it's up to Ven has the lead on this, but we'll see how you guys decide to go here. I mean, you could go Nakobe Dean. That'd be an absolute steal right here. We'll see what Ven wants to lead here. Uh-oh, we're seeing a little dissension in the Packers rank. I see Sign. I see Nakobe Dean. Ven's going to come from the clouds and be like Kenneth Walker III or some shit. Be like, why? We have so many good running backs. Him and Devon J. Campbell would be great. Yeah, I kind of agree. Plus, you have Smith that can kind of play like a interesting position. If Ven's even listen, I don't know what Ven's doing. He gets slow to respond in the second part. Who's Green Bay's corner two? I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot going with this where they probably might not have 2 picks in the first round. I don't know. I don't think Waller would actually go for a first. I don't think they'd get a first for him. Oh, yeah, I was going to say Rasul Douglas ain't bad. Yeah, he actually played really good at the end of last year. Oh, Ven said you should make the pick? Oh, okay. Are you thinking Matt Corral? Because that's what I'm thinking is Matt Corral for the Packers here. I don't, it'd be based. Oh, you're good, Ven. Yeah, we're on your team. Yeah. If you take Corral, I'm unsubscribing. I don't really want to do that. It's between those guys. We'll let them kind of finalize their pick here, but it's an interesting decision. Damn, Ven. Ven, they're out here asking about Nakobe Dean and shit, and you're like, yeah, we'll go Burks. I'll let you guys figure this out, but you guys will let me know in a second. Chiefs fans are just sitting here going. They don't need Dean. It's the guy from UCLA. I thought Rashawn Gary played nose tackle, but I don't know. I don't really follow the Packers though. Uh-oh. Well, Ven's about to double down on Traylon Burks now. Yeah. I don't get in the middle of. I try to stay out of it because I don't really know your guys' team that well. What's up to you guys? Yeah. Just remember, it is a mock draft. Did you guys want me to go with the defensive player? We could go with we can go with someone else. I don't know what this is taking a while on this pick. I like this though. We were flying through this draft. I mean, the Packers literally have no receivers. Like outside of Randall Cobb, who the fuck is catching footballs for you guys next year? And I mean that like I'm not even trying to just be a trolly like anti-Packers fan. I'm sorry, but like that is the worst receiving core I've ever seen. Outside of Lazard, all those other two guys stink. Watkins never got it going really, and Cobb is. Yeah, I said Watkins isn't bad, or I said Lazard isn't bad at all. Yeah, Watkins is gonna get hurt. That's the problem. Oh, man, I don't know what to do. Yeah. All right, HBF. Have a good night, man. Don't. I hope you're not too mad about anything. Go Bergson Olave. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and we're gonna move on. Let's just do this and move on from the pick. Hopefully not, Kenny. You're saying not to bank on an old wide receiver and an injury-prone wide receiver as your off. Yeah, Patriots fans know this very well. All right, now up is the Chiefs. What are we thinking? There's wide receivers and all kinds of options for them. Elam and Dean for the Chiefs. You think the Chiefs go Elam and Dean here? I don't disagree. Anybody got any picks for the Chiefs? Mike said Elam. I think that's his first selection. No, you're good, HBF. You're good, boss. Everybody gets mad. No, you don't need to apologize. You're good, boss. Elam, yes. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of need to just based on everything that's going on. You're fine, man. You're good, boss. Just try to remember that, it's just a silly little thing. Andrew Booth Jr. is available. I mean, I think we forgot that Booth is still sitting there. So would they take Elam or would they take Booth? Daxton Hill, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad pick. But, I mean, it seems like Booth is a bit of a better option, though. I don't know. Yeah, just because he's like he's like, I mean, this is like a lot. This is one a lot of people's one of the top corners to a lot of people. So let's go here. All right, what do the Chiefs do with this next pick? I seen Nakobe Dean listed. They could go wide receiver here with like Dotson or Pickens, or you're just an Elam guy. Yeah, someone else can get him. The Bengals coming up, the Lions coming up. What are we thinking here? Got 3 picks left in the draft. Nakobe Dean has still not been drafted, which is crazy to think about. Pickens. Yeah, that would seem like a Chiefs move to take the best receiver. Wide receiver. We thinking Pickens or Dotson? Pickens. I've seen a lot of people really high on this dude. Pickens, sure. All right. Anyone got any adhesion to it? Kansas City, fuck them. All right, the Bengals now. What are we thinking here? They need offensive line, it says, but they could go with Elam here to replace, or to kind of shore up their secondary, which kind of failed them last year. Could go with safety, Lewis Sign. Yeah, secondary again. Yeah, the Eli Apple situation was pretty bad. And they did sign like every available offensive lineman. I don't think this really updated. I know who the Lions are getting with their next pick. If he's really about to be sitting there, I know who the Lions are getting. Bengals said they might go corner here. So we just think it's Elam then. It's a good pick. Overall, it's not a bad pick. Yeah. So we had the Lions take Aiden Hutchinson. They 100% take Nakobe Dean at this pick, right? Lions have no goddamn linebackers. I mean, they had to re-sign. They literally had to re-sign Gerard Davis. Because they're so thin on linebacker. They had to bring in Gerard Davis to be, I think, their starting middle linebacker. Like they literally are going to make Gerard Davis their starting linebacker again. I don't see the Lions taking a quarterback on this draft. I'll be honest. This draft class is not a quarterback class. Any good GM is not touching the quarterbacks here unless they want a backup. I'm going to act as the Lions fan. Oh, yeah, and Piquet got drafted. Yeah. Dean. Yeah, I mean, this would be the move. I mean, this would be the only sensible move for them to take right here. Especially since they're number one outside of quarterback, which I don't really think is a number one need. I mean, you can make the argument for Lewis Sign, but I mean, Nakobe Dean's kind of game changer. Piquet went to the Saints. I wish they would let me see my grade in the draft. But they don't give us they don't really give us straight grades. Feels bad. That was a fun draft. How do you think we're going to do overall on this one? Jags, Walker. Lions took Hutchinson. Texans took Icom. Gardner went to the Jets. Evan Neal to the Giants. Cross to the Panthers. Thibodeau to the Giants. The Falcons take Willis, and you kind of probably remember the most because you were here. Yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah, like we were saying though, and like somebody else mentioned over on from the Twitch side, they're like, this 4 through 20 could go anywhere. Yeah, it feels like that's a pretty good. I like that comparison. It's like trying to fill out brackets for college basketball. It's like I can pencil in like 4 teams I know are going to be good, and the rest are kind of a toss up here. Not really sure where everything's gonna fall. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't feel like everything's. Yeah, have a good night, HPF. Thanks for tuning in, man. You have a good night, my friend. Probably stay live for a few more moments longer. I'm kind of tired this morning or this evening. Yeah, that's the thing is like a lot of teams feel like they're about to be trading in and out of picks and trading down or up in the draft. Like that's the part that's confusing is because I think there could be a number of trades that happen in the like coming days, in the coming hours. It's just one, So, if a team doesn't want to get this player, they might go back. Yeah, I mean, if they don't get X player X in the first round, it feels like a lot of these teams are just going to wild back and just give up their first rounders. So like we were saying earlier, if your team doesn't even have a first round pick, I wouldn't even be that pressed about it. They could wind up having a first round pick by the end of the night. You know what I mean? It seems like all the picks are quite available right now. You think they will? I don't know. Again, it's one of them drafts where it's like there's a lot of good depth, and if you need very specific things like edge rushers or wide receivers, you don't really need to pick that early in the draft. But if you need like specific certain things like secondary help, then you probably should get your ass up in that draft kind of early. And linebackers, you probably want to get up there early for those as well. Because once I feel like this is like there's a lot of weird depth in this draft, but like linebackers, corners, offensive linemen, outside of like those are like very thin in this one. But it does seem like getting a wide receiver early isn't a necessity in this one. 20 through 32. Yeah, you'd probably have to give up one of your first round picks next year to do that, though. But you guys have what, 3 next year? So it probably wouldn't be the worst thing to just give up one of those extra firsts. So maybe you guys could wind up back in for a team that's trying to trade back a little bit. Use some of your future ammo to get, make your way in. See if the trade like wizardry was actually like the GM or was it the coach that was kind of like pulling off all those moves? Because in the draft we kind of know where things. Yeah, you kind of usually have an idea of things, but this year it's like. Like we were saying, even with like just like last year, it was it was rather easy to determine things like that, like where players were gonna go, where guys were gonna wind up, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. Sorry, I don't have a lot to say. I've literally been racking my brain around a research paper. I had to do a lot of research today. I spent like 5-6 hours researching and writing an annotated bib and turned that in, and I'm just kind of brain dead. It's dense reading material too. That's probably why my brain just feels like it's like fucking. I've been dreading doing that. My least favorite thing to do with writing is researching for papers. It's like, oh my god. The draft is either a team trade player or are we out. Yeah, this one definitely feels like that. Yeah, it feels like very specific draft plans are going to happen, and if they don't, they'll just trade back and acquire picks for next year, or just later in the draft and just grab players they think are high value, like good slipbacks. I think Chris Sims has Drake London as the best receiver. Ooh, I feel like that's a reach, Cheeto. I feel like Jamison Williams is by far the best receiver, but again, I think there's like a slight thing against him because of the ACL damage. But again, I don't know how serious an ACL damage is in in 2022. Especially when I seen Cam Akers come back from a ruptured Achilles in like fucking 3 months, 6 months. If I don't even remember, he came back in one of the quickest time periods I've ever seen a human being recover from. But personally, I'd say Jamison Williams is the best receiver in the class, and it's really not close. As long as he recovers and doesn't like have a setback, the dude is so fucking fast and good at receiver. Only reason, what was his name? I think Devonta beat him for that. It was for a Heisman, wasn't it? Because of the old knee injury. No, I have something wrong. I have something in my head wrong. It was Waddle. That was the Waddle one. That's what that was. That was the year before. I apologize. You think he has him like 3 or 4? Yeah, London's not a bad option. I just don't think he's the best. I'm thinking of the year before when Devonta won the Heisman. I thought it was Jameson that was supposed to. I literally sometimes just get shit wrong, especially with college football. Do I think Travis Etienne's going to be good next year? I have no idea. Maybe. If he actually did, he even play this year? He might be eligible for Rookie of the Year. I don't think he played at all. Leg itches. I don't know. Don't really have a lot left to talk about. We will be live for the draft, so that'll be pretty fun, I would have to say. And then I don't know in the next football stream I would do after that, unless like I'm watching the USFL or something. It might be a minute after that. Other than just kind of like wild hangout streams or something, like a draft recap day. These streams have trouble getting going. If you haven't noticed, it's been beneath 10 viewers for most of the stream. That's quite all right. I think people are pretty burnt and tapped out on NFL content for the most part. Like, we're in the middle of the basketball playoffs are going on. Hockey's going to get going. Baseball's in mid-swing. People are kind of just like, yeah, football, yeah. So, I don't know. Anything else pressing to cover or talk about? I don't really think so. Not right now, anyway. So, yeah, that would be our final group mock draft. I think that's a good time to wrap it up here. That's the final mock draft for us of the year as a group. Yeah, I'm enjoying baseball a lot. Yeah, I'm kind of checked out on football. That was, I think, my biggest problem. I was like, I don't really want to watch this shit. This is bad football. On top of, I'd rather just watch baseball. So I'm in a similar mindset. I don't mind a small break from football. Oh, with baseball, yeah, I'm like, it's fine. Yeah. Oh, with the USFL either? Yeah, me either. I just don't know anybody. I'm like, who do I root for? And what the fuck is happening half the I don't know. Everything's confusing with the USFL. I don't know. I just don't know anybody. And the play is so bad. If it was good football play, I wouldn't mind watching it. Like if it was smooth offense and yeah, it reminds me of high school football even. But yeah, that's a good. I think that's a hilarious way to look at it too. All right, though, everyone. I appreciate everyone coming out and participating in the draft tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. We have 15 likes. Thank you very much. That's very kind. If you have enough to like, consider doing so. I'd appreciate it, but you don't have to. Again, we'll be live tomorrow for the Tigers game. But what's tomorrow too? Let me look at the schedule. Let me go look at something. Schedule. I think the VOD's already up. Yeah, 7:40 tomorrow and 7:40. All right. Yeah, we should be. Yeah, we'll be alive and on time for that one. Nothing will be in the way there. This one I'm going to be a little late for just because my class doesn't get out till 7:50. I don't get home till like about 8:20, so I probably won't be live till like 8:30 here. So, probably that. And then Thursday, of course, we'll be live for the beginning of that, and then kind of over the weekend and next week it'll be a little more interesting because I got finals I got to like super focus on and get shit done and yeah. Let me look at that actually. It's kind of just looking at a little bit of ahead of time stuff. Oh boy. All right. Oh, that's perfect. These are at 10. You know how nice this is that we're playing the Dodgers this weekend actually? Because then I can actually use these 2 days to work on my portfolio, finish it up on Sunday, and then like blow through my final paper, 6 pages. I've got class that day, 6 pages and finish. That'd be 20. And then turn my paper in, and then I'm done with class by this, and then I'm done with everything right here. It actually comes out to quite an easy scheduling. Big day editing, big day editing, big day editing, big day editing. Hopefully finish with the editing. That would be idea for the portfolio. And then maybe even go 6, 6, 6 on my paper. Use this day to kind of cash everything up. And then turn it in before my class on that day. Boom. I'm doing the 6-6-6 approach because it's 6 pages, 6 pages, 6 pages. That makes 18. And then I can just add like a page or two to finish to make it 20. The best way to do a long paper, by the way. Don't ever try to do all pages at once. You'll go absolutely fucking crazy. Take it from me personally. I've tried to do that before, and it's fucking maddening. You just start saying the same shit over. It just bust it up into 3 6-page papers. It's the easiest way to do it. Because sometimes you'll write like 7. So this day you only have to do like 5, but you'll write like 6. So you'll be at like, I don't know, 13, 14 pages. Then you only got to write like 4 for this day. First day is always the easiest to just write a shitload. Because I'm gonna sandwich it in between. I'm gonna like set the paper up here, and then after the game, it's perfect. What a nice schedule for me. And then I'm in my summer break starting on the 5th. Once I turn the paper in, then it's Friday. I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. The rest is just whatever. So that'll be fun. What game could I possibly go to this year? I'm hoping to go to the Padres game May 9th. They give away Tony Gwynn jersey. Oh, that's pretty fucking cool. Um, you know, I might go to that one. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be in town that day though. The whole month before my birthday, they're just like gone. Oh, whoa. The Negro League's replica jersey. If I'm in town, I think that's the game I'm going to go to. For the giveaway shit. Let me see if there's anything in July. Let me see, what is this? I might wait even and go to like a July 1st game. Let me see. Pink Out the Park on May 13th. I'm not going to that. Cool floppy hat. Yeah, I want to go to a game this year. I think I'm going to. See, the Stars jerseys are pretty cool. Let's see, so is this. I might go for this one. My birthday is June 27th. Yeah, that might be the day I go, is that day. That Lou Whitaker jersey's fucking sweet though, but I'm gonna be busy. Probably back in school by then. Tigers hat. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be the move. That shirt fucking rules. All depends on when I'm back home. Yours is July 27th. Oh, the inferior month. Yes, not everybody could be, born in the superior month of June. I barely made it in, even. Sad as that is. Almost just leaked my channel dashboard on YouTube. I'm just checking how many views this wound up getting. Oh wow, 86 views. That's not bad for a non-baseball stream this time of year. It's pretty good. I appreciate that. 17 likes. This is a pretty successful stream overall. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm quite happy with this one. It's not as much as the other ones, like the 300 for the Panthers game and like the live reactions, sure, but that's not bad. Not bad. Thanks everybody. I appreciate y'all tuning in. It was a fun stream this afternoon. This evening rather. We will be live, of course, tomorrow night for the Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. That should be a fun little affair. So I don't know how it's going to go. It's always weird playing the Twins. We either play like firecracker games, neither team can score, one team beats up the other, and there's really it's one of those three options. What's up, Daniel? You're tuning in just a bit late as we're starting to wrap her up this evening. If you want to watch, I mean, you could always it's probably a decent replay value with the chat open and everything. Yeah, I know. Sorry, man. I know with the West Coast time, it's kind of weird. I'm like a week away from being done with school, so I'm getting close anyway, you know what I mean? And then I'll just be kind of at a different schedule where I can stream longer, be live longer, kind of do just more, fucking less tethered stuff. But right now I'm kind of in a fucking school and just trying to fucking power my way through the last week of that. Ugh. See you later, Daniel. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to get out of here. We'll be live again tomorrow for the Tigers game. It should be on pretty much most of the evening at 7 o'clock onward. We'll start at 7:40. So hopefully you tune in. If baseball is not your thing, I'll see you when I see you next time. I'll probably try to do a stream on Thursday night or something like that, just to kind of hang out or something, because it'll be after the Tigers game and after class. So we'll probably – oh, wait, Thursday night's the draft. I'll see you on Thursday night. So, yeah, we'll be there for the draft. Yeah, make sure you tune in for the draft. We'll be live for that. That should be a fun time. I completely forgot the draft is Thursday. I was like, what are we doing Thursday? Well, yeah, Thursday night will be the draft and all that, so that'll be good. Hopefully, we'll see you when I see you. So I'll release a schedule probably in the next day or two here about what to expect. And, yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. Have a good rest of your night. Go Lions, go Tigers, and, of course, go Patriots. And I'll see you when I see you next. Hopefully it's Thursday. Hopefully it's tomorrow, even just to say hello. But all right, everyone. Thanks.